What up, YouTube? It's your boy Aquaman back out here again. You know what I'm saying? Just something a little light, bologna sandwich, chips. Never forget where you came from. But anyway, I'm here to talk to you about Aquaman and how, bro, I never knew I needed something so much until I got it. Bro, the movie is amazing, bro. It's crazy, bro. Like the way they hair and clothes flow through the water. The blue tint, it looks like they in the ocean 24/7. Basically, imagine a whole civil war going on the planet Earth and we don't know nothing about it. You know what I'm saying? Like it was fascinating to see. It was kind of like Wakanda, but in the sense of there's a whole world, not just a city or a, a good sized or small sized kingdom. This is the ocean, so 75% of our planet that we thought, you know what I'm saying, that we were the masters of the whole planet. Like, no, 75% belongs to the Atlanteans who could come up here and demolish anybody at will. But in turn, they would also hurt themselves. Um, it was just a good storyline. It took a it took a basically a child who didn't know his mother, who longed to know his mother, and felt like he was the cause of her pain. You know what I'm saying? In a sense, like I'm not trying to give away too much, but some men become carefree or put on a carefree persona because of all the pain they carry. And you just get to see through this movie the layers get peeled back on Aquaman and his brother and just the family lineage. Now the comic books and the animation is different. Like the animated movies, the animated TV series, and the comic books are different. A lot of stuff happened differently, but this actually made me more happier that it ended the way that it did, in a sense of it's kind of like that scene for any of y'all out there that watch, the Arrow universe or Flash universe, whichever one you want to call it. That scene, I think it was last episode of Flash or Arrow, because they did the crossover series where everybody else thinks they're switched, but Barry can talk to Iris and she can realize like that's Barry. So it's some stuff like that happening to where like these people belong together no matter if the sun came down and scorched the earth, you know what I'm saying, or the ocean over flooded the earth, you know what I'm saying. These two will find each other. These two were meant for each other. Some of that was going on, and I just like him and Mira's dynamic. A strong woman who has to put up with his naiveness to his own heritage. I like that she didn't hold that against him as much as I thought they would. A lot of people would have still called him a surface dweller, but she actually, feels some type of way about him. But she has an open mind to get to know a person first, in my estimate. But it was a good movie. I'm talking about the CGI. The fight scenes were great. It reminded me of anime on the fight scenes because it's like while they're fighting on historical landmarks for Atlanteans. In a way, let me say, okay, so when Sasuke and Naruto fought on their ancestors' statues, like twice at the Great Waterfall, they're underwater fighting on their great. I think it's either Orm's father or their grandfather, their mother's father. They're fighting on his statue, like having a battle, and it's a statue of him fighting someone. Like it's a lot of anime kinks to it. Like, oh, I'm gonna show you this and I'm gonna show you that, but you ain't gonna know if that's gonna be big, very big later. You know what I'm saying? So it was very anime. The fight scenes, I really liked it. I've never seen a water alligator attack a water crab. That was amazing. I have never seen an army of sharks. And good enough reason why, because if you did, there's nothing you could do. Like the movie was just crazy. Like, is there bits and pieces where it could have been better? The acting could have been better in some parts. Of course, I mean, no movie's perfect, but from a comic book movie from DC, I know a lot of y'all like Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman was okay to me. It was stood as like one of the first good movies, but this is the start of a universe movie. Like Aquaman is the first movie to me to really like start the universe. This is your Iron Man. or but you can say this is your Iron Man or your Captain America, because he is really taking it to who he gave us new hope. James Wan is an amazing director. His visual effects team needs nothing but the highest praise for what they did. And I just think like, bro, imagine like, and it kind of upsets me that we get Shazam next, because we're not even done introducing the Justice League after introducing the Justice League, and then we have random characters popping up who's not even really gonna tie in, like they're trying to do Gotham Sirens and all these other movies. But how's that gonna tie into the Justice League? You got to get the core family together, and that's why I'm excited for it. But I'm like, I feel like they're gonna drop the ball, because Aquaman was such a great movie. The Flash should have came right after, or Cyborg. But we'll see if they continue to put the league together. We know Batman and Superman, we got to get a new one of those. But for this movie, Jason Momoa is Aquaman. I'm telling you right now, every animation except for Young Justice, because it was made before. Young Justice was made before they came up with the concept of making their own league. And who they would cast as them. Like every toy looks like Tony Stark now. Every character looks like, how can I say this? Michael B. Jordan or Black Panther always looks like Black Panther now if you go watch the new Avengers series. So every toy, every reincarnation of Aquaman is about to look like Jason Momoa, which brings more diversity to the character. I don't think we ever had a Samoan hero that I've ever seen, or I'm sorry if he's not Samoan, I apologize. Comment below what his descent is. But I think it's dope to put other people's culture and history into these stories, and it's just amazing. Or he's probably Hawaiian. And this movie is just good, bro. Just the flow and how everything transpired, just like it would in a comic book or anime show. But it was great. Let me know what your thoughts are. Comment down below. I'm out.